Hello, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Soulful Synergy Hub. Thank you for again listening and supporting me. I really do appreciate that. And please like and subscribe and share to all you lovely people. This way, we can get Soulful Synergy Hub to the moon, baby. Yeah. Today, I want to talk about responding and not reacting. Now, let's have a quick little mental exercise. Can you remember the last time you got into a disagreement or argument with someone you know or don't know? Do you remember how they spoke to you? And do you remember how you spoke to them back? Was it different? Was it the same? Was there a good outcome or a bad outcome? These are things we need to keep on considering in the future. Now, the reason I bring this up is because a lot of us react. We just react immediately before we actually realize what's going on. As humanoids, we can be quite emotive at times, and sometimes this emotion can get us into a lot of trouble. Therefore, it's imperative that we don't respond with our emotions, because we are not our emotions. Our emotions is merely a part of the fantastic, amazing beings that we are. Now, there's been times in the past where I was driving and someone would cut me off, and I remember just shouting and beeping my horn and making unsatisfactory gestures outside my car. But I realized I was reacting, and that person's mismanagement of how they drive their car became my anger. Therefore, I was holding on to their emotional baggage. When we react and we give that energy back to people, we are unaware that we are taking on what they're feeling and giving it back to them, and they know how we are feeling, which means that we are intentionally or even unintentionally giving negative energy and stress and anxiety to whoever we're interacting with. Sometimes it's good to get angry, but when you dominate with anger to a point where you see red, it's not necessarily a good thing. We experience all kinds of emotions, and we have a wide scope of understanding them and embracing them. But if we lead with anger and we let the anger take over, we say or do things that will be completely out of our character. When these things are said and done and the dust settles, then we could be living in a state of regret, because we might have punched someone, for example. We might have ruined relationships. We might have said a lot of things that we didn't want to say, and we make the situation bad. Now, this ties hand in hand with the law of absolution, because we need to ensure that we start living a life where we start forgiving people for what they've done, even if they haven't done anything wrong. Because some people, they do things on a consistent basis, not knowing they're doing anything wrong, yet we hold our ire towards them, and a lot of these people are not even unaware. I should say these people are not even aware. So we need to make it abundantly clear within us that by responding, we can understand what this person is trying to say, and we can take into consideration their background and who they are. A lot of people like quote unquote violence. And because of that, they just try to get everybody stressed out. They try to get the anger out of everybody. But if we know that this person likes doing that to make themselves feel happy, we could tell them that we know you're like this. You could try harder, but you're not going to break me. And a lot of people who like choosing these negative outcomes, imagine saying to them, look, you're not going to get through to me. This is not funny. You're not going to be happy if you keep on doing these things. You're going through something, and I'm there for you if you want to speak. It's up to us as higher life beings and light workers to realize that some people showing this kind of emotion is a cry for help. So this is why it's very important that we respond instead of react. And this is why we should start following these divine laws with love.